What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. It felt like a Friday today. I don't know why, but it felt like a Friday. But getting into this damn episode of GH, let me tell you something. I had very little use for Peter before. Now I have no use for Peter. If you're going to come on this show, at least, if you're going to go do some villainous stuff, you might as well be a full-blown villain. Like, I'm just saying, you might as well. I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed yet again. Peter is allowing this man to blackmail him with information that is so beyond stupid. How are you going to blackmail somebody with information that the general public already know? Granted, they don't know that he was in Afghanistan and that he basically helped deliver Drew to Helena. They probably don't know that part. But what's the big difference? Everybody knows he had a part in this. They all know that. Just because they don't know that little tidbit of information, so what? It ain't going to change nothing. How is that, knowing that information, how is that going to change? It's not explosive information. Oh, he knew Helena Cassady. I'm pretty sure Jason, Drew, and everybody already figured he knew Helena. You're Faison's son, number one. He was in, he obviously, Faison was working with Helena for decades. You played a part in Jason and Drew's situation, the memory map, and you played a part in that. So you had to have known Helena Cassady because she played a part in it. Victor played a part in it. Faison played a part in it. You know what I'm saying? So of course you had to be dealing with all these people to be a part of it, obviously. So I don't see what the big deal is. I was so mad when he allowed this fool to blackmail him. I said, are you serious? Then when he was going to tell Maxie the truth, granted, I knew listen, Maxie, she got to learn how to zip it. I'm just saying, that big mouth of hers, she got to learn how to be quiet sometime. When somebody trying to tell you something or they're warning you about something, shh and listen. Do this and more of this. Close your mouth more, open up them ears more, so that way people can convey to you what they need to tell you, uninterrupted. But even still, that's still no excuse for Peter not telling her the truth. Even if she did constantly interrupt you, so what? You still should have told her the damn truth. Period. All he told her was, then he tried to cover it up and say that, oh, Shiloh just wanted to tell his side of the story. I said, you big fool. Big fool. That's all he is, big dummy. I said, you had the perfect opportunity to tell her the truth and you chose to keep your mouth shut. I was like, you know what? At this point, you deserve whatever you get. At this point, just when I was starting to come around to you, I had very little use, but now I have no use. Like, that was stupid of you to let him blackmail you over some foolishness. That's the worst blackmail. I remember when Anthony Zacchara was blackmailing Tracy. At least that was some real blackmail. That was something that could have destroyed LQ. It could have put Tracy in prison. So I understand why she did, whatever Anthony wanted her to do, marry him and all that. I understood. Her life was on the line. She could have went to prison. LQ was on the line. They could have went bankrupt with lawsuits and everything else. So I understand why she did that. See, that's real blackmail. Blackmailing somebody with something that everybody pretty much already know, just because they don't know that minor little detail, so what? That's not enough to make me kowtow and bow down to you. That definitely ain't enough. You got to come harder than that. If you're going to blackmail somebody, it better be something bigger than that. I'm just saying, like, come at me better. And that's not even something he could have went to prison for. It ain't like you going to prison. Robert can't charge you for something that you did in Afghanistan. Like, seriously, he can't charge you for that. That was in Afghanistan. He can't charge you for that. And besides, there's no proof. Peter kept saying it over and over. You have no proof. You have no proof. So why are you letting them blackmail you? At least Anthony and Sky and all them had proof against Tracy. They had documents. He ain't got no proof. He ain't got nothing. He ain't got no video, no pictures, no nothing. No audio, no nothing. And you're going to let him How weak do you have to be? You that weak? Damn. To let somebody blackmail you and they have zero power, zero leverage, no evidence. All they got is their big mouth. That ain't enough. You could never blackmail me with just your mouth alone. You got to have some pictures, some audio, some videos, some documents, something. Not just word of mouth. That ain't enough to get me to bow down to you. Better come harder than that. And to blackmail somebody like me, I'm like, for real. Even if you have all that stuff, I probably still wouldn't care. Like, seriously, I wouldn't care. Like, seriously, like, how weak do you have to be? Damn, you get blackmailed with less than nothing. And you willing to kowtow and kiss ass? Oh, I'll get you out. How you gonna get him out? You ain't got no influence. How you expect to get him out when a judge denied his bail? So how you expect the judge to drop all charges or get him out on bail? How? How are you gonna do that? Like, that's impossible. Like, Peter, you're a disappointment. You're canceled. So anyway, they don't listen. This prison is making me laugh. Pettinville is what type of tomfoolery? How you gonna have a co-ed prison? And first of all, them doors look pretty thick. So how did Nell? She ain't got big enough ears. So how she could hear their whole conversation through that door? She was sitting there just listening, very nonchalantly, just listening, as clear as that. How you gonna hear what they talking about? Come on now. I'm pretty sure that's thick enough glass. How you gonna hear? Unless you got big Dumbo ears, how you supposed to hear that whole conversation verbatim and very clear? Now, another part that made me laugh was when they went on lockdown. The officer, the CO, came in there, handcuffed Nell to a table, handcuffed Shiloh to a table. First of all, that's not protocol, and that's not something that you would do. You're not going to put them both in a room together, a man and a woman, and handcuff them to a table and make them stare at each other. That's not possible. But I'm willing to overlook it because I enjoyed that scene. You got two delusional people sitting next to each other, so it always makes for great TV. And let the delusions fly. Two delusional batch crazy. First of all, Shiloh's so certain he's getting out of this. He's so certain that he's going to have ELQ stock. First of all, Dum-Dum McGee, you're not going to get access to those ELQ stocks. The Quartermains have enough influence, enough power, enough money to keep that in probate court for years. You wouldn't see a dime from those stocks. You would never get those stocks transferred to you. And plus, they have a handwritten codicil from Oscar giving those stocks for the Kilimanjaro project. So that overrules his previous bequest to you. All they gotta do is put that and present that to a judge. And that's what he's banking on, getting ELQ stock. You know how long it's gonna take you to get that stock, even if you do manage to get it, which I doubt. It would take years. That's going through the court system. They got enough money to keep it in the courts for years to come. I'm just saying, delusions. Then Nell sitting there talking about something. Oh, the Quartermains owe me too. Owe you what? All they owe you is a nice stay in a padded cell. That's all they owe you, woman. They don't owe you nothing. Michael owes you jack. Monica, all of them. They don't owe you diddly squat. Delusional. Both of them just batch crazy. I'm surprised like Nell didn't call him out about that baby, but you know Nell she not gonna tip her hand. She not gonna tell Shiloh, oh, that's not really your kid, that's my kid. She ain't gonna tip her hand, not just yet. She gonna wait to see how things shake out. That's what she gonna do. But their scenes was actually quite a little entertaining, as delusional as it was. And every time I see the two of them, just even separately, I'm like, just the delusion that radiates off of them. I'm like, are you serious? Y'all people are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like, seriously, just crazy. Monkey see, monkey do. So anyway, moving on from that. Willow and, it was a nice scene. Willow and Lucas looking at baby Wiley pictures, and Wiley, Lucas talking about how Wiley be, he keeps saying dad and stuff. Well, y'all about to find out why he's saying dad real soon. And it's not going to be what you think. I just feel bad for Willow because I already know when she find out the truth, I could just imagine those scenes. Like, she probably just going to break down and cry. I could imagine. She probably going to be crying for days. I hope they got a deal with Kleenex, some type of partnership with the company, with the Kleenex. I got a feeling you're going to need it. So, Julian is happy about selling the bar or whatnot. I can see why Kim is so eager to get out of town. And you can see the look all up in her face when her and Julian were hugging and stuff. She had that little look in her face. I think she going to end up falling for Franco because he got all of Drew's old memories and she going to fall back in. You can see it in her eyes. She got that crazy look. I said I would never like to see a person with a crazy look in their eye, because that mean they got something brewing. They got that ticky ticky boom up there, so it's a minute. Any minute now. You can hear it now. Tick 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 tick, and it's a matter of moment before it explodes. Julian better get her out of that town tonight. I'm just saying. I mean, it would be in your best interest. I mean, get her the hell out of there. You know, before she starts traipsing around Franco in a minute. Because I can just see it all. It radiates off her. You can see it all up in her face. She thinking something. She plotting. That's why she's so eager to leave. So anyway, I like the conversation with Kevin and Ava. Ava, put the martinis down now. This is your 10th martini that I've seen you drink. This episode, yesterday. Are you serious? Listen, we got too many alcoholics on this show as it is. We don't need another one. We don't need another resident alcoholic. I'm sorry, but we don't. Put the liquor down. Put it down. I can't stand to watch people drink so much, even on the TV show. I can't. Even though that ain't really liquor in that cup, but still. How many martinis does one need? You know what? I did like their conversation because Kevin basically told her exactly what I've been saying. She keeps saying that Kiki's the one who needs to be at peace and needs to rest and stuff like that. Kevin said the same thing I've been saying. Kiki's not the one who needs the peace. It's you. That's what her dreams are about. Those dreams ain't really about Kiki. Those are manifestations of peace that Ava wants for herself. Ava's the one that's not at peace, not Kiki. It's you. Your dreams are trying to tell you something about yourself. That's what it's really about. And I've been saying that. This ain't about her. This is about you. Because of the way that she treated Kiki before she died. The way she treated her even before that. You know what I mean? And it's the way that you slept with the person who killed her. Your conscience is the one that's not at ease. It's not Kiki, it's you. You're the problem. If you come to grips with reality and come to grips with what happened and own it, you know what I'm saying? Just figure out a way to just own up to your stuff. I think you could be at peace. You know, you're the one who need to let go. It ain't Kiki that's holding on, it's you holding on to it. That's the problem. She needs a couple more therapy sessions. She's the issue. I did like the scene with her and Franco. Franco was trifling when Kevin gave him his card and stuff to set up an appointment if he needed to talk or whatever. That fool sat there after Kevin left and started tearing up that card. The nerve. I say, you're so rude. You know business cards ain't cheap to print up. Well, they probably are, but still. Don't be ruining that man good business cards. All you had to say was no thank you. You ain't had to take. I guess he was being courteous, I guess. But you ain't have to take it if you knew you were just going to tear that thing up. So rude. But I did like his conversation with Ava, though, because he was trying to learn more about Franco and, you know, stuff like that. And how Franco was connected to Ava and what Ava was doing and stuff. I like that conversation. But Ava, you a hot mess. She's sitting there talking about something. Oh, you lucky bastard. Talking about at least you get to erase your past and start anew. She going to sit there, tell him, oh, don't mess it up. So you basically encouraging this foolishness. So you're encouraging this man to continue to walk around like Drew. Because Franco has the one thing that Ava wished she has. A new memory, a new life. She wished that she could forget about her past. I think she thinks she wished that, but I know deep down she don't. Because that would mean that she would forget all about Avery and Kiki. She don't want to forget about them. I know she don't. And besides, you would just be giving Sonny exactly what he wants. Because the minute you forget all about Avery, he'll swoop in like a damn bee to honey and start trying to get that full custody again. So you don't want to do that. I'm just saying. You might want to watch what you say. But yeah, she's sitting there encouraging that foolishness. I said, stop encouraging this. Don't do that. He needs to go back to being Franco and let that be that. Don't encourage that stupidity. Don't do that. I love you, Ava, but don't encourage that. That's nonsense. Don't do it to yourself. So anyway, I love the scene though with all of them, Cameron, Elizabeth, Aiden, and Hayden. Hayden. Their names kind of rhyme. I like the way Elizabeth handled the situation when he was asking her questions about where Franco was and why Hayden was moving in to help out. Was Franco sick? I like how she handled it, because she told him basically like Franco had like amnesia and stuff, because he's a child. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to go into details about what happened, like about Dr. Cabin and Shiloh, and obviously, you know, it wouldn't be appropriate for a child of his age to be telling him the gory details. So, you know, she just came up with it. You know, she told the truth, but, you know, it's not the whole truth, obviously. But, you know, basically letting them know Franco kind of has amnesia and stuff, and Hayden's going to help out. And, you know, I felt bad for Hayden, though, because he was wondering who was going to help him with his 7-layer cake. Listen. When you finish that 7-layer cake, bruh, I'm coming over for a piece. I'll hop on a plane real quick. Listen, if somebody called me and tell me they making a 7-layer cake, I'm on the plane. I don't care. I'll be on a bus trip. I don't care how I get there. I just get there. Like, you know, I'll go all the way for a piece of cake. If it's good enough, I'll go all the way. You know the rapper Ludacris? You know that fool hired a private helicopter to fly all the way to Hawaii just to get his favorite cookies fresh out the oven? Now that's rich. That's some rich stuff right there. That's how you know you rich. If you can afford to he didn't even get on the helicopter himself. He hired the helicopter, had the pilot fly all the way to Hawaii just to get his favorite cookies that they make out there. That's wealthy. Listen, I wish. I'm extremely, you know, happy though that Hayden is there. You know what I mean? I love that Hayden is there for Elizabeth, because during these times, Elizabeth really needs family around. You know, it sucks that her other sister Sarah ain't around, and God knows where her parents are. You know, and they don't check on her or nothing. Like, she be going through a lot in her life. Some of it is self-caused. You know, she does it by herself. But this time around, you know, she really needs family to rally around her. And I'm glad she has a sister around that's there, you know, and that's stepping up to the plate. So anyway, Curtis came up in there with some news about Andre Maddox. You know, he had to let her know that Drew was going to Afghanistan to return the money. But I think he said, don't quote me on this, but I think he said they found Andre, he was volunteering somewhere in Ethiopia, I think he said. I think it was Ethiopia, I think he said. So he got a call from Drew, and he's going to detour and go to where Andre is and bring him back to see if he can help Franco. I agree with y'all, because I read a lot of comments. Because I read all of y'all comments, or at least try to. But a lot of y'all were saying that y'all felt like he might, you know, die in a helicopter crash or a plane crash or whatever. I hope that's not the case. I hope not. Because God knows Monica cannot lose another child. God knows. Especially 3 months after losing her grandson. And she loses another son. She can't know. Do not kill that man off. Do not. Do not. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm just saying. Do not do it. Because I don't think Monica could take it. Then you got to worry about Scout and stuff. You know, she's going to lose her dad. Like, I just wish that they don't go that route. I hope not. Find a different way. Don't do it that way. But I hope that he could reverse this nonsense. Hopefully he can. One can hope. So anyway, moving on from that. When Finn and Hayden bumped into each other and stuff, that whole scene told me right there, Finn is not over no Hayden. He's not over her. She definitely ain't over him. They still jonesing for each other. I don't care. You can see it all up in the face. Like, they still got feelings. And then when she went to Charlie's, she got a call, which I'm guessing is from whoever she got watching the baby. So apparently her baby is a girl. It's a baby girl. It's a daughter. I think every time she see Finn, she want to tell him about the baby. Because you can see it. It's like every time she see him, it's like she's prepping or preparing herself to tell him about their kid. But I think something in her stops her from doing it. Or maybe she just wants to do it in a dramatic way, maybe. Who knows? But I'm like, Hayden, tell that man about his daughter. That y'all have a child. Tell him. He got a right to know. Like, he has a right to know that he has a child out there. He's not a danger to the child. And you know everything that Finn has been through, and he would really like a kid, so why not give him that? You know what I'm saying? Why keep the kid from him? She has no good reason to do that. And then he gets a call from Anna and stuff. I wonder when Anna comes back what her reaction is to all of this. That's what I'm wondering. Like, what is her reaction going to be to all this drama? Especially to find out if, find out Finn has a child. And y'all already know. I mean, Anna's, up there in age and stuff like that. I don't know if she's trying to play stepmama to anybody kid, but, anything's possible. But, they need to figure this out, though. I'm ready for her to reveal that the child is alive. She need to do it quick, fast, and in a hurry. But, anyway. So, Lulu is covering a story at the park about wine tasting, I guess. They doing like a wine tasting. It's like for her story or whatever. And of course, Maxie done called Dustin. Listen, I'm all for Lulu moving on and dating and stuff, but I don't think it should be this soon because she's only been divorced for 5 minutes and Dante has been in her life for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy to move on from that. Being with somebody for 10 years, that's not easy. Being married to them for 8 years? Her and Dante were married for almost 8 years. I'm not including that little divorce that they had because they got married right after that divorce, so I'm not really including that. So that's why I don't mention that. But, it's going to be tough, but I like how Dustin handled it. I like the chemistry between her and Dustin. When she kept talking about her marriage and Dante and stuff like that, Dustin wasn't upset about it, nor should he have been. Because technically, you're not on a date. I could see if a date would be annoyed by that. But y'all were not on a date, though. And he knows that she was married and going through marital issues and stuff. So he was, surprised a little to learn that they were divorced. And I'm pretty sure deep down he was a little happy about it. Because now he get to shoot his shot with her. So him, ride sharing and driving people around, I guess that was just for a summer gig or whatever because school is about to start. So, he's a teacher for PC High. Maybe he's going to be Trina and them teacher for the next semester. I wonder that. Maybe we'll get some Port Charles High scenes or whatever. I don't think when is the last time we ever got high school scenes? I don't think so. I don't think. It would be cool if they would show Trina, Cameron, and Jocelyn in high school and stuff this semester. I think that'd be pretty cool. And have Dustin be their teacher. That'd be cool because he said he teaches English, so that'd be pretty dope. But yeah, I don't think Lulu should be moving on this fast. Not so fast, but I do like the chemistry between them. I'm just so sick. I'm just so sickened by the fact that Maxie told Peter she loved him and stuff. Because you already know the rug is about to be pulled out. That rug is simply about to be pulled out from under them when she learned that he's trying to help Shiloh get out. And we all know that she's going to find out the truth one way or the other. Somebody going to slip. Because you can't trust no Shiloh. You know he's going to run his mouth at some point. And I seen that look in Lulu's face too when she heard from Maxie that Peter wanted to tell his side of the story. Because that's the story that Peter told her. The look on her face, I said, Lulu, no. Lulu, no. Because I understand she want a new assignment or whatever because she don't want to be, covering wine tastings and stuff. But you better not go over there and try to get his side of the story. He ain't got no side of the story. All he going to do is lie. So what's the point of going to get his side of the story? Stop wasting your time. But yeah, that was pretty much the whole episode, though. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about today's episode. I will see y'all all later. Have a great day. Peace.